Okay. So fascia is like this, but it's millions of these throughout our body. And there's tensegrity, which means that it has the ability to pop up, okay? When it's popped up like this, we have flexibility. We can touch our toes and put our hands behind our backs. When it's smashed because of accidents like me, like car crashes and things like that, it gets smashed here. Bye, sweetheart, thank you. It won't stretch. So I was like, oh, my hamstrings are tight because I can't touch my toes. I need to stretch my hamstring. And you sit there and you go like this to your hamstring, and it never stretches until we figure out it's not your hamstring, it's your fascia. So once we take that fascia and we twist it this way and we twist it that way and we pull it every which way and we're taking breath on the inside, which is our lungs, we add pressure on the inside. So hold that in, and then we have the atmospheric pressure that is 14.7 pounds of pressure on every square inch of our body, which is over 2,000 pounds of pressure. So the internal pressure is your lungs, breathing out to make our fascia go like this. And we have the outside pressure, and then we take our body and we twist it. We start to break through old scar tissue or adhesions. When we do that, we clear toilet paper out of our plumbing. Okay, so sometimes we have stuck in the joints and it won't move, and I start to twist you and put pressure on, so it goes and it blows through because our fascia is tubular and there's fluid and blank, it's not salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid. So as I'm pushing all that fluid through, then everything's flowing, and when it flows and the water flows through the fascia, there's much more communication. So if I step on a piece of glass and I pop off of it, it's way quicker than my nervous system. My nervous system is slower, okay? Fascia's quicker to communicate. So if you fall off a curb, you're like, hey, no problem, because your fascia's communicating. But as we get older, we get dehydrated and we're mashed down, there is no communication, and we start losing our balance, okay? So this is what we're doing. We are going to be sticking our right thumb in our mouth. Okay. So the first one is palate swipe. So you're going to take your right hand, take it to your left shoulder. Right foot goes across the front here. Take your left hand, bring it over. Good. And bring your right thumb to the right side of your mouth. Okay. Now take it to the right side. And you're going to press as hard as you can over to the left side 6 times. I'm going to do it opposite. Nice little pops here. There they're gone. Okay. So now, with that right foot over the front, good. You're going to bring your right hand to the left armpit, and if you can, go to the skin. I had to switch, so I'd be doing my palate swipe, right? Okay. So right hand goes to left armpit, right foot crosses in the front, left hand on the right shoulder. Now we have what's called a pelvic lock. You're going to pull your pelvic floor straight up your body, the front and back, and then you're going to pull your belly button to your spine. You're going to take your head all the way over to the left, equal pressure on both feet, and then you're going to twist your body to the right. Okay? Bob, and you can cross your leg if you want to lean on the machine. Do you want to cross but lean on the machine?
So we're looking left but twisting right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just lean on the machine.
You just lean on.
Yeah, just lean on it. That way you can
Okay.
cross without losing your balance.
Yeah, that feels better.
Okay.
Safer.
There you go, like that. Drop your shoulders. Heads all the way to the left. Body to the right. Pelvic lock. Navel to spine. Okay, each exhale you're going to twist a little further. So, and Angela's going to be yawning the whole time. She's releasing for us all. Okay, so twist all the way over to the left. Take your tongue into the the left cheek, and find a tight spot. Hold it there. We're going to breathe into the nose, out the nose 6 times. Pelvic lock and breathing. Here we go. I'll stay there, but drop your tongue. We're going to do what's called step breaths. So I gave you all a coffee straw. Suck air in through the coffee straw. Hold that air in. More air. More. Now on your exhale, twist the body more to the right, head to the left. And again, breathe in. More. More. Hold. Relax the shoulders. As you exhale, twist the body more to the right, head to the left. And again. More air. More. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Pelvic lock. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more time. Good. Keep your hands where they are. Take your head all the way to the right. Head to the right. And body to the left. Tighten that pelvic lock. Okay, so the pelvic lock, just hang here for a moment. With the pelvic lock, what I'm doing is I'm making you into a balloon animal. Your pelvic lock is where I tie the knot in the balloon, is your pelvic lock. If you let your pelvic lock go, your balloon goes like this. Okay, and it can't put any pressure on your internal, like your lungs, on that fascia. So keeping that pelvic lock, navel to spine. Good, relax the shoulders. Now there might be pressure behind the knees. Don't worry about it. By the end of the class, it'll be gone. Here we go. Keeping the head to the right, body to the left. Find a tight spot in your right cheek with your tongue. We're going to be breathing into the nose. Exhale through the nose 6 times. Here we go. Give yourself a hug. Drop the tongue, stay there. Good. You're gonna breathe into a coffee straw. Hold the air, more. Pelvic lock. Hold, twist the body more to the left, head to the right, drop the shoulders, exhale. And again. More. More. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, twist a little further. And again, breathe in. Hold the air in, more. More. Hold. Exhale, twist a little further. Stay the body there. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again. Pelvic lock. One more. And relax everything down. Okay, we're going to be walking figure 8s on the floor. There is a right and left hemisphere of the brain. We're bringing those together. There's also a negative and positive polarity of our earth and of our bodies. So as we walk at that figure 8, we're letting all this integrate into our bodies. We're kind of locking it in. And we're helping our negative, positive polarities. Angela, did you get to meet Lori?
Hi, Lori.
This is Angela. This is Lori. Angela's been gone to Hawaii. We'll bring it back to center where we were. So we did our right side. Now we got to do our left side. Okay? So right now you might feel pressure behind the knee. Don't worry about it. By the end of class, I promise you it'll be gone. If it's not, let me know and I'll get rid of it. I'll chase it right out of there. Left hand comes to the right armpit. Left leg crosses over the front and stand equally on both feet. Your right hand, your right hand comes to your left shoulder. Give yourself a hug, kind of pull on that skin and that fascia. Okay, from there we're going to be looking to the right, keeping that pelvic lock, navel to spine, twist the body to the left. Good. Find a tight spot in your right cheek with your tongue. Hold that tongue there. Breathe into the nose, out through the nose 6 times. Here we go together. Relaxing the shoulders. Stay there, but relax the tongue. Step breaths. Breathe into a coffee straw. More air. More. Hold. Twist the body more to the left, head to the right. Exhale your air. Check your pelvic lock. Inhale through a coffee straw. More. More. Pelvic lock. Twist the body more to the left, head to the right. Exhale. Relax the shoulders. And again, breathe in. More. More. Hold. Twist the body more to the left, head to the right. Exhale. We'll do one more. 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 And more. Twist more. And exhale. Stay there. Okay, breathing into the nose. You might feel it in the back of the head. Inhale. And exhale. Calming the system down. Inhale. Beautiful, you guys. Take your head to the left. Relax your shoulders, more pelvic lock. Twist the body to the right. Good, relaxing those shoulders down. Pelvic lock. Here we go. Find a tight spot in your cheek.
On the left?
On the left, yeah. Good. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose 6 times. Here we go. Relax the tongue, stay there, still looking to the left, body to the right, pelvic lock. Step breaths. More air. More. Twist the body more to the right, head stays to the left, exhale. And again, coffee straw. More. Pelvic lock. More. Twist the body a little bit more. Relax the shoulders, exhale. And again. More. More. Hold. Exhale. And again. More. More. Hold. Twist. Exhale. Calming the system down. When you breathe into the nose, it's diaphragm up. See if you can sense that. Inhale to the nose. Exhale. Open up the head. Inhale. And again. And relax. So the tongue and the cheek made my eyes water for the first 2 months I did this. I'm just now, my eyes are just stopped watering.
Why do you think that?
It's all tongue and nervous system, stretching out the fascia. It's releasing all sorts of stuff. And my right eye would just tear like crazy. It's probably all the head injuries for me, all the walking a figure 8, let it integrate into the body. Welcome back. Whee. It's like a little dance, right? Whee. La, la, la. Okay. Anti-gravity. So my heels don't like to stay on the floor yet when I do it all the way down to anti-gravity. So we're going to be using rollers. Do your heels stay down? I can't remember, Lori.
What do you mean?
So like when we go all the way down, see how my heels come up?
My heels come up.
Okay. Angela, can you go all the way down? Yeah, no problem. Like a little kid. we go.
Hours and hours of weaving.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
Oh gosh, yeah. Hundreds of hours.
So I'm going to show this to you before your head's to your chin. But the first one, the thumbs lock, the fingertips lock. So the first phase is thumbs locked, fingertips locked, but your elbows go up. That's the first, and their chest is to the ceiling. The second one, the chin will be to the chest. The chin will stay to the chest as we're rotating. So when I rotate over, I'm not going to lift my head and look at the ceiling. I'm going to keep the chin as close to the body, and through the cervical spine, the neck, I'm going to be twisting. Okay, but my hips are going to stay forward, and we're going to be holding some breaths there and twisting. The second one is called skier squat, but I don't ever want to see you ski this way. Your elbows are up. I'm pushing energy through the pituitary here, and my tailbone's behind me. Okay, and I'm really going to be lengthening all that skin behind the head, and then someone's pulling your tailbone the opposite way. Then we're going to keep all that skin pulling, right? We're not going to let go of it, and we're going to, if we need the rollers, we're going to back up to the rollers, and we're going to take it all the way down, okay, into that fetal position. Now from there, when I come up, so say I'm down in this fetal position, in this fetal position, you gotta lock the pelvic floor. You let go of your balloon animal, okay? So my pelvic floor is on, otherwise I have no pressure on your fascia. So the goal is to add as much pressure. Now if I'm down here and I feel pressure on, like say, behind my right hip more, I'm gonna put that pressure into that right hip with my breath. So you're gonna direct the breath with the intention of creating more internal pressure to release the fascia. When we come up, the elbows will stay down, and we're going to lift up and then drop the heels to the floor, okay? And eventually we won't need these rollers because we'll be doing our gardening like Angela. And then when we come up, we're going to keep like we're kissing our knees, and we're going to keep the body as close, our chin as close to our body as we roll up. My abs are cramping. Then we're going to lift my elbows again. We're going to pull all that cerebral fluid up into the brain, create pressure in the brain. And when we release our hands, that pressure, the fluid in the head will start to rush out and through the neck, and you'll actually feel like a suction. My abs are still cramping. Okay, here we go. Thumbs cross, fingertips cross. Place them behind the head, behind the neck, very low in the neck. And we're gonna pull all that fascia up, like I'm lifting you up and you're a kitten, and I'm pulling all that fascia all the way from your tailbone. And now look up to the ceiling and lift your elbows up. Tighten your pelvic floor. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Put pressure where you need it on the inside. Inhale. Exhale. Lift those elbows up even more. Pull that skin all the way up. Right, Bob? And again, lift up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again through the nose. And again. Keep the pressure, pulling all that skin up your neck. Take your chin to your chest, pulling all that fascia. And you can feel it all the way up that spine. Look for that fascia tighten the pelvic floor. We're going to inhale through the mouth. I want you to keep the air in. Don't let it out. Twist to the right. Keep the air. Come back to center. Keep those hips straight forward. Exhale your air out. Inhale here. Take it to the left. Just twist at the neck. Don't let the rib cage twist. Just think about twisting at the neck. Back to center. Exhale the air. Still pulling on that fascia. Inhale again. Twist to the right. Center. Inhale again. Twist to the left. Keep those hips straight forward. Tighten that pelvic lock. Back to center. Inhale. Twist. Center. Inhale. To the left. To the center. Keeping that pelvic lock, stick your tailbone behind your skier squat. Lift your heart open, elbows reaching, pull all that skin still up, pull your tailbone away. Lift your chest. There it is. Lift your chest, Bob. Oop. You can sit it down too, just push that bar out. Good. Holding here, and unlock the bar and push it back. There you go. Holding here. Tighten that pelvic lock. Inhale through the mouth. Twist to the right. Back to center. Create more pressure. Twisting our balloon animal. Twist. And center. Tighten that pelvic lock. Twist to the right. Center. Inhale. Twist. Center. Pelvic lock. Inhale. Pulling all that skin to the right. Back to center. Inhale. Twist to the left. Twist to the left. Right, Bob? Twisting. And back to center. Okay. How are we doing? Are we doing okay, Bob?
Yeah, it's like hamstrings.
Okay. So now just sitting it down. Remember, sitting down makes even more pressure. So you can either squat or, Bob, you can sit down. And bring it down in the fetal position, keeping that pelvic floor, which is tricky.
No kidding.
Yeah, keeping that pelvic lock. Keeping the skin pulling. Good. Here we go. Inhale. There is no twist on this one. Hold and exhale. Pull yourself more in the fetal position. And again. And again. Three more. Pelvic lock. And again. Feel all that skin, all that fascia. And one more because I wasn't counting. Keep your elbows where they are. Turn on that core like crazy, pelvic lock. Lift your glutes up into the air, keeping your elbows as close to the floor as you can. Now in this position here, keep a pelvic lock, and I like to sway from hip to hip. Swaying from hip to hip. If there's pressure, breathe your air into it. Good. Keep your mouth or your chin as close to the body as you can. Use your core and roll up one beautiful vertebrae at a time, still pulling the skin in the back of the neck. Keep it. Pulling the elbows up to the sky and open your heart to the sky. Lift up. Pulling all that fluid up into the brain, flushing. Okay, when you let go, see if you can feel it. Flush out of the brain, through the neck. Did you guys feel that? Okay, so you should have a sense of being high right now. Right, Bob? Could you still get it? When sitting down, I actually get better pressure, which I've noticed. So at home when I practice, a lot of times I sit, because like on the arm pull and stuff, I actually get better pressure sitting down. Figure 8 on the floor. How are we doing, Lori? So this one's called a stress release when we do the totally twisted and the anti-gravity. The swinger and the pullover is all part of the stress release. So right now your brain should be going whoosh. We need to slide our rollers out of the way. Oh, and the pretzel squat. How you feeling?
Wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna stick our booty back behind us, like we're pushing through the back door, and bring our fingertips to our knees. You're gonna take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder. You're gonna pull your skin down. You know what? I'm gonna give us props. Just because we're here, you don't have to have props ever, but man, you know I like to get traction. So the HumanGarage keeps everything really simple, so you don't need props. But because we're here in the studio today and not out in the field, let's just use them. Okay. Right hand goes to left shoulder. Good, you can go to skin. Good. Take the skin on the back of the elbow and pull it down.
What was that again?
Yeah, so fingertips here. Sorry. Right hand goes over. Pull the skin on the back of the elbow. Good. Can you get a grip with this? Can you get some skin?
Yeah.
Okay, pull that skin down. Twist the body to the left. Look to your right shoulder. Okay, pull on that skin and take it over. Good. We're taking our right shoulder to our left knee. Keep that pelvic lock. That's where we have our balloon animal. Here we go. 6 breaths through the mouth. Each exhale, twist the other. Whoosh. Just feel the body. Yeah. Take your fingertips to your knees. Stick your booty back behind you. Take your left hand, stick it on your right shoulder. Good. And I like to kind of put my thumb in front of my shoulder like this so I don't like strangle myself. Bring the other hand back. Pull the skin down. Good. Twist the body to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Pelvic lock. Good. Take it down so you're bringing your left shoulder to your right knee. Tighten that pelvic lock again. 6 breaths through the mouth. Twist a little further each time. Creating that pressure on the inside. And roll out of it. Let that integrate. Feel how good the body feels. So the more we set intention about inner pressure and bringing ourselves out, the better that we're going to let that fascia go. Do you want like a stool? I got a stool too. Do you want like a little bench or a stool to sit on? Okay. we'll keep bringing you out. Okay. The next one's called pullover. So this one I'm going to face the alleyway so you can see. On the outside of my scapula here, there's skin. I'm going to pull that skin up. And then I pull it up, I'm going to feel it come all the way out of the waist. And bring my other hand around the rib cage. Okay, I'm going to pull that skin. See how I'm pulling it? Okay, now I'm going to look to the right. Good. I'm going to pull my right shoulder to my left knee, keeping my pelvic lock, navel to spine, and pull it down. 6 breaths, here we go. Pelvic lock. Bring it up. I forgot a cue, so we're going to do even more. We're going to pull on it again. Really lift that right shoulder up. Shoulder up, 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 up. Bring it over. Bring that shoulder down again. Looking to the right. Left shoulder, even though it's lifting up, it's coming down towards the right knee. Pull that skin around your back. Pelvic lock. Here we go. You can even tuck your tail on this one to get a little bit more stretch. One more. Good. And roll out of it. Good. Walk it around. Now, feel the capacity of that right lung. You see how much more expanded it is? Mm-hmm. You feel it? Growing taller, getting higher. Good. Because we did 6 breaths on the right side, we gotta do the 6 breaths, or 12 breaths. Because we did 2 sets of 6 breaths, we're gonna have to do the same thing. I don't want the left side to be jealous. Okay. Right here, scapula, take the skin to the outside of it, grab it, pull it all the way up. So I want you to feel all the way down here. This activates the kidneys, which is our energy center of the body. Bring the left hand, grab your rib cage like you're making out. Pull that skin around. Good, lift that left shoulder up as high as you can. Look to the left. Good. And you're going to take your left shoulder down to your right knee. And you can even play around with tucking the tail. Pelvic lock. Here we go. Pull that fascia around the back. And again. 6 more breaths. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Whee! Walk it around. Now, both sides of the rib cage should feel open. So you can really breathe now. But also, we're activating those kidneys. So the energy levels should feel pretty good in the body right now, like you're ready for another Pilates class. Right, Bob? Yeah. The next one is pretzel squat. You don't have to worry about your sticky. You can just toss it onto your half roller. Okay. So I'm going to be doing this with you guys instead of facing you. You're going to take your right foot and tee it up to your left foot. Okay, so you can see. Okay. I'm going to step out 3 feet to the right. I'm going to reach my left hand towards that back door. I'm going to let my body twist. With that twist, so really pull, you're going to take your right hand and stick it on your right glute. You cramping?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your glute and push it all the way into that right hand. Even more, Bob. Stick it out there. Look over your left shoulder. Take your left hand, place it on your right shoulder. Okay? Take your right hand, palm facing out, go between your scapula tips as high as you can today. Push your body more to the right, head to the left, look towards the floor. Still sticking that hip out. I want you to feel the lengthening of that right side of the leg. Can you guys feel that? Like through here? Okay. You're going to bend both knees, which means now your tailbone's going to be between your heels. It's not going to be forward or back, but between. Looking towards the floor, body stays twisted, take it down. Keeping your pelvic lock. Inhale through the mouth 6 times. Here we go. Pelvic lock. And again. One more. Take your head to the right. Okay? Body to the left and switch your arms. So now the left hand is facing out between your scapula tips. Right hand is on your left shoulder. Tighten that pelvic lock, navel to spine. 6 breaths. Pelvic lock. 3 more. You can use your hands on the floor if you need to. Use your core and come out of that one. So this is for people who have sciatica or any type of hip tightness. Woohoo! You should be seeing stars. Okay. So when you're ready, gather up your stars and walk it around. Yeehaw. Have you done that one with me yet, Angela?
Nope.
So that's called the pretzel squat. Yeah, right? Could we pretzel anything more? What do you think, Bob? Could we pretzel anything else? We could stick a tongue in a cheek or something? I should just call that one out for fun. Okay. Yeah, I know. Except for they're already tied up. Good. Okay. I'll come on this side of the room now. Tee up your left foot. Step out 3 feet. Take your right hand, reach it all the way through that front door, twisting your spine. Give it a reach. Take your left hand, stick it on your left glute. Okay, right here, Bob. Stick it way over there. Keep reaching. Look over your right shoulder to the floor. Take your right hand, place it on your left shoulder. Take your left hand, place it up between your scapula tips, palm facing out. Stay twisted. Look to the right, body to the left. You're going to take your tailbone down between your heels, bend both knees. That way you're not forward or back, but between. Tighten that pelvic lock, navel to spine. Let's take it down. 6 energetic breaths. Here we go. Pelvic lock. Take your head to the left. Stick your tongue in your left cheek for fun. Good. Switch your hands. Keep that pelvic lock. Here we go. Good. You can use your hands or your core and roll it up.
I don't know how you get down that low.
It's just started happening recently. I know. It's because I've been doing it daily. Each breath, though I didn't do it yesterday on my Sunday, with each breath, I notice my body goes whoosh, lower, whoosh, lower, whoosh, lower. But it took me some time. My goal is to completely heal my right hip. Healing. Okay, so that's the stress release that we just did with a palate swipe, totally twisted anti-gravity, swinger, pull over, pretzel squat. But now we're gonna do wristy twisty. So wristy twisty, take your right hand, good, pull your fingertips all the way back as if you're gonna break the fingertips off. Now, I just noticed I have bracelets on. You guys are gonna stay there for a second, but you're gonna push all around. I'm gonna take my bracelets off because you don't get the benefit. Take it all around, keeping that pelvic lock, and you can move slow. So fascia loves to move slow. And so we're kind of like on this hunt, and you'll feel pressure in your fascia. And I want you to feel, just as you take it around and see. And when you find pressure, you can kind of hang out there and breathe into it. Right? You guys feel pressure like across the rib cage or around the hips. You should feel pressure on the forearm and the wrist. Now let's take that hand all the way to the ceiling. Still pulling those fingertips back as aggressively as you can. Okay? From there, tighten that pelvic lock, navel to spine, and pull the elbow down. Boop, 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 boop. And the wrist comes to the shoulder. Slowly press the fingertips out. Good. Okay, from there, we're gonna look towards our left. Good. Take your right leg back behind you. Nice. Okay, pelvic lock. And we put our favorite onesies, our jammies, in the dryer on hot. And we want to wear them, so we've got to push out to make this jammies fit us again. So you're pushing out every which direction. But you can kind of feel that feeling, right? I want that, my favorite t-shirt to be big enough again. I want my favorite jammies to be big enough again. You can step wider. You don't even have to trust if you don't want to. Or you can even lean on the machine if you need to. Oh, searching of tight, looking for those spots. Go ahead and bring it. Release. Ooh. Okay, I gave you a little glove. We're going to now stick this hand in that glove. So you're going to put it on. We're going to pull all that fascia up the hand, up the wrist. Okay? I'm going to twist the skin out and twist that thumb in. And then I like to stick my elbow on my knee. Okay? So I am now pushing the left shoulder or right shoulder up and push that hand through. So really pull, like you're trying to pull that glove all the way up to the elbow. And as I do, and as you do, I want you to take that hand around. And you'll feel that fascia moving. Good. Now take thumb to pointer. Pull that skin up again. Twist it if you need to. Thumb to middle. Thumb to ring. Pull it around. Thumb to pinky. And release. Okay, what's fun about this is we're working our right side. So walk it around, see if you can feel the difference of your right hip and your left hip. See how it glides better? Can you guys sense that?
Yeah.
There's more glide. Even though all the other work we did, there's even more work being done on those hips. Can you feel that, Lori? So you just have almost like a better forward glide. And there's more. It just keeps getting better and better. Okay, we're going to take our right thumb and stick it underneath that clavicle. Bring the other hand back on the lat. Good. Oh, we need our sticky. So grab your sticky. And torque the elbow one way or torque it the other way. Whichever way you have more torque, keep it there. Our feet are going to go shoulder width apart and just want you to rotate back and forth. Pelvic lock, navel to spine. Keeping our balloon animal. You guys all understand the whole balloon animal theory, right? Squishing that juice around and the air around. Okay. Don't let go of the torque, okay? And take that elbow up to the best of your ability, okay? We're going to look towards that right armpit, and we're going to lean the body all the way over to the left side. Only if you want. You don't need to, but if you want to add more pressure, you can take that right foot behind you and push your hips so they're parallel to me. Good. Looking towards that right armpit. Tighten that pelvic lock. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. Inhale through the nose. Pelvic lock. One more. And release. Yeehaw. Shake it out a little bit. You guys nice and warm? Okay. Feel the difference of that wrist, that shoulder. Isn't that amazing? Like you feel like this whole side of the body is like, ah. So we got to torture the other side. Oh, wait. Give it some love. Okay. Wristy twisty. Pull the fingertips back. Tighten that pelvic lock. You can even push that shoulder up. There's that favorite onesie. Push around and feel like, is it tight? And if it's tight, kind of hang out. Wherever you feel pressure. I also like to push my air into that pressure. Push it all around. Pulling those fingertips back as if you're going to break them right off the body. This should bring a bit of uncomfort to you. Push on that onesie. I love HumanGarage. Body's feeling better and better, and all sorts of different things are being released off my body and off my emotions. Bring it all the way to the ceiling. I'll think, why did that come up? And then I think, because I'm squeezing it right out of my fascia. Pull the elbow down and pull the wrist to the shoulder. We store past trauma, disappointments, fears in our fascia. Take it out to the side. We're going to look away from that hand, but this time we're going to take that left foot back behind us. Tighten that pelvic lock, navel to spine, and push on your onesie again. We want our bodies to be expanded, expansive. We want to have tensegrity, tensegrity. So still looking over that right shoulder. Good, just take it all around. And see, are there any tight spots that you could possibly breathe and add internal pressure to? Bring it back. Good. Give a little bit more twist. And release. There's that little tiny glove. We're going to push that hand into that glove. I like to take my feet apart, bend my knees, and stick my right elbow on my right knee. Push that hand through and twist that fascia. Bring my thumb to my pinky. Good. And my thumb to my ring finger. Twist it a little bit more. You can take that hand around. Thumb to middle. Thumb to pointer. And take that hand all around. Twisting that skin, maybe one way and the other. Just looking to stretch our fascia in any way that we can. Oh, bring it up. Thumb goes on the clavicle. Oh, we can grab our sticky. Torque your elbow one way. Torque it the other way. Now, this is really interesting. So I'm wadding up your fascia right here, right? And hold it there and do a little squat. And you can feel your fascia throughout your body's tighter. Can you feel that? Because if I took your jammies, right, and I pulled on that elbow and I wadded it all up, it would pull on every area of your jammies. Do that again, see if you can feel it. See how you feel tighter everywhere? You feel that? Now bring it up, let go of the elbow, and take it down. Feel the difference? Now it's all loose because I don't have your jammies all wadded up. You feel the difference, Lori?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
No, that's weird. I mean, I think this class is so weird.
It is so weird.
I have to say, I don't think I like it, but I feel like it's good for me.
It's so good, yeah. Bring it back up. It becomes like, well, for me, like an obsession.
Really?
It is, because I feel so much better. Wad it up again. Good. And we're sticking side to side. So I'm just pulling that whole sleeve of your onesie and wadding it up into a little knot here on your elbow, and it stretches out everywhere. Taking that pelvic floor. Keep that torque, right, Bomb? It's the benefits. They're like, wow. Bringing that elbow up, but keep the torque. Look to your left armpit. Good. Take your elbow all the way over to the right side. If you want, you don't have to. You can take that left leg behind you. Tighten that pelvic floor. Hold here. Tighten that pelvic lock. Inhale to the mouth. Exhale. Breathe in the pressure. And again. Inhale to the nose. And again. And again. And release it. I think at first when I started doing it, I had such a problem with balance that it was difficult for me to do. Plus, I'm a brain injury person. So if I'm looking at you and you're saying, take your left hand, and I see you go left, I'm thinking, it can't do it. So that's why I do it opposite when I look at you guys, because that was one of the biggest things for me, is I could not hear the words, but it was backwards. So that, and then trying to hold my balance and hold my pelvic floor. My pelvic floor is like a llama. You're not paying attention, it just walks away. Wants nothing to do with me. You know, llamas are like that too. And some cats are like, pfft. Yeah. So the reason I'm saying pelvic floor so often is not really for your pelvic floor, but for my llama, because it just wants to walk away. So, but if I keep that, I can get this much more, and every day I feel better and better.
I appreciate that you say it so often.
Okay, good, helps you too.
Oh, for sure.
You're like, why does she keep saying that?
Oh, for sure.
Because yeah, mine walks away.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we feeling?
It changes everything. If you don't do it, you don't get the
You
same
can feel
benefit.
the difference, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's interesting when we walk, and he taught this us in the coaching class, is if we turn on our pelvic floor and we walk, everything rotates around it. See, I'm rotating around it. But if I turn off my pelvic floor, I don't rotate as much. So when you tighten the pelvic floor, you guys see that?
Yeah.
So try that. We'll walk a circle. So just walk a circle. Turn on your pelvic floor. Feel your body rotates around it.
Yeah.
Turn off your pelvic floor. Is that the weirdest thing? Turn on your pelvic floor. So should we walk with our pelvic floor on?
I would say so.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So basically hear me all day long. Pelvic floor. Okay. How did that happen? Okay. So why don't you just, I know. I was like, I wanted to get the organ reset in there too. Okay. Just feeling your body right now and feel how supple it is and how it rotates around that core. So I want you just to play with that pelvic floor and walking and see, because we should be rotating because that's what keeps us young. Also, there are only 3 of our organs that are actually a muscle pump. The rest are only stimulated by us rotating. Okay? Right? So if we're not rotating, our organs are shutting down. So we want to rotate around that pelvic floor because that's the pump of our body and our breath. Something to think about. With the intention of letting our bodies know that we are done for today. Releasing all stress that could be anywhere left on your body. Roll the shoulders back for 3. Letting it go. Angela's going to let it go for you. And 2. And 1 more. Let it go. Shake it all out. And we won't even give it a pop. Thank you, guys. Oh, thank you. We'll say goodbye to everybody at home. Bye, guys. Thank you.